Greetings, welcome to ruralvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got another property I'd like to show you today. This one is in Northern California in the redwood trees of Mendocino County, and it's got roads, power, water. I think this one's on the sewer line too. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at this property and see if it's the right one for you. There we go. So here's my website, and you can go to listings in Mendocino County and stuff, or you can do the map search. I'm going to do the map search to pull this one up. So here's the map of the properties right now. The green ones are for sale, and as you zoom into the area that you're interested in, so we're going into Northern California, just north of San Francisco. Here's San Francisco here. It's about a 2.5 hour drive up the 101 to this area. It's Willits is the name of the town. Brook Trails is the name of the subdivision, the area. And it's not an HOA per se, it's more of a township. And so I wanted to look at this lot that's closest to town here, the southernmost one. Some of the ones that are further out have been selling. I got a good grouping of them. These properties I bought when there was no water available to the neighborhood, and now there's water available, so I think it changes the picture night and day. So I think you can take advantage of that, because I got them at good prices. So here's the property. Let's click on this one, and yeah, so I'm asking $249 a month for 60 months. It's about $15,000 roughly, if you do the math. It's a half an acre, and no credit checks or anything. I mean, you can just check out online. You click the button here. Yeah, click the button, put your information in, what name you want the property in, and where you want future tax bills sent to. I'll make sure the taxes are all paid up, and your contact information so I can call and say thank you for buying the thing and that kind of stuff in case I have any questions. And yeah, you hit next, you put your credit card, debit card in there, and it's your land. You can start using it. So let's go back to the yeah, let's go back to here. So I got GPS coordinates on here. We're going to click on that to get there and find it. If you open this in your phone, you click on these GPS coordinates, should give you driving directions to the property. Before we do that, property tax is about $250 a year in property tax. You'd be responsible for that while you're making the payments, and you know, forever as you own the thing. Just got to keep up with the taxes. And it's about 1,800 foot elevation. It's not way up in the mountains, but it's up enough that you get these really nice looking redwood trees. I also wanted to say that there's a link on the ad, so I'll make a link below in the description so you can get to the website that talks about this area. And one of the main things that a lot of people ask, what's the minimum square footage of what they have to build there? And this neighborhood's looking for 1,000 square foot minimum. So you could build a small cabin. I mean, 1,000 square foot is not that big, really. I mean, a lot of people like the tiny homes right now, but I mean, 1,000 square foot isn't that much. It's a small home. So if you meet that requirement, you're good to go. Let's do the GPS. It's coming up here. So there's a bunch of houses around the area, but they're all nestled in the trees. So none of them are like right up in your business. They're scattered throughout the area. So if we go from here to town, town's just down here. They've got high school, grocery store, that kind of stuff. There's one of the grocery stores is like a all natural organic kind of store. I mean, I'd probably be checking that out. I'd probably try to ride my bike over there. Now I lost my place. There it is. Wonder what it'd take to go to school. Let's see. .9 miles. Yeah, I could ride my bike there. So that'd be biking it to the high school. I mean, you could drive too, but I like to get some exercise, get out, enjoy the fresh air and the scenery and everything, right? Stop spending money on the car, gas and maintenance and everything. Just a healthier lifestyle. So it looks like you'd go by the lake. I think that's Lake Emily. It looks like you'd go by the golf course, and there's a park. Looks like a beautiful park with a bridge going over a stream and stuff, and ride down through these trees to get to the high school, get to town, get to, go see what's going on there. Post office, bank, and then back. And then, okay, so let's zoom in on the property. Yeah, it's just neighborhood kind of area. Let's see if we can do 3D. Let's get rid of, there we go. Yeah, you can see there's a power line there. It's a power line. It's a little bit of a hill, so you could dig into the hill like these neighbors are going into the hill. So you get up the hill a little bit. Looks like you look across the street downhill. They'd probably carve into the hill, make a nice parking spot there, and walk up the steps into the house. I mean, these guys are figuring it out. Good wooded lot for not much money. So there's sewer here at the street. There's water lines, power lines. The water in the past has been available, but they started running out, so there's restrictions and stuff. And they built some more infrastructure, and so now they've got more water, and all the allocations have opened up from the state and everything. So there's a window now that you could go build on this property and get water. So if you go hook up to the water, you're good to go. Yeah, stormwater drainage and stuff. So this would be your street. Let's drive around a little bit, see what kind of neighbors you'd have. Got the American flag hanging. Satellite dish. Nice big decks. Look at those decks. These guys got decks. These guys got decks. This is cabin in the woods deckage stuff. I'm from northern Michigan. I love decks. Big decks looking out at lakes and woods and things. Here's somebody riding their bike. There's someone walking their dog. It looks like a friendly neighborhood. Let's go a little further. Propane tank. So people are getting propane delivered, which probably means there's no gas line. Paved driveways, manicured yards. Telecommunications box. You probably get high-speed internet in there, I would guess. Mailboxes at the street. You don't have to go anywhere for your mail. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like. I pulled up some lot lines. Well, I thought I had pulled up some lot lines. The software's still spinning its wheels. If we go back to the listing, you can see it. It's a double lot. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. It's a half an acre. Most everyone else in here is quarter acre. Let's see if I can get a better shot of that. So yeah, most of these houses are built on a quarter acre, and this is a half acre. That's why the taxes look a little bit bigger than a lot of the others, because you have two lots there. And so I talked to the county about selling each lot separately, because the economics would work better for me if I did that theoretically. And they said, yeah, you can do that, but they were merged together in the past, so you'd have to do this form. You have to fill out this form. And I didn't follow through with the form and stuff. I figure if you want to buy this thing and do the paperwork to sell one of the lots off, I mean, you could probably sell one of the lots off to cover a vast majority of your costs in the property, maybe even all the costs. If you go take pictures and present it right, you could probably cover all your costs just by selling off half the property. That'd make it so you could basically get this thing for free. That's a good way of doing it. So here's the community website. Yeah, so the main news is the State Water Resource Control Board ends ban on new water connections, and that was December, and that they're talking about all the stuff that it takes to get your water meter set up and stuff. There used to be this nasty article. Well, this nasty article's still out there. I shouldn't say it's nasty. I mean, it's true, because you couldn't hook up new lots in this neighborhood in the past. People stopped paying taxes. They said, can't do water hookups. Why would I pay tax on the property? So a lot of people started just, the lots started going vacant, or they were vacant, but people stopped paying the tax. They went back to the tax auctions and stuff. So a whole bunch of them did, and it flooded the market, knocked the price way down. The prices used to be a lot higher than they are now. And so now you can hook the water back up. It seems like the prices would start coming back around again. Maybe that's why some of them started selling, or you can actually use the properties again. But now here's a newer article. This one's June 24th, but it's like December 3rd that the water hookups started happening again. And this one is, saying you can hook up now. They're back in business, and he said, so this article is saying, go to the district office and pick up a site development packet or request one by mail. And there's a phone number you can call them and ask. Submit the completed package to the district architect along with your building plans, like plot plan, construction footprint, etc., for review. And that's the 1,000 square foot minimum. That's what they're looking for there. And they want to make sure you're building a house. They don't want you to build a barn to live in or a greenhouse to live in or something. They want you to kind of fit into the neighborhood. And then comply with any requirements of the district architect to get the district stamp of approval. So the architect, I got his name and number. I don't have it right handy, but if you call me or whatever, I can pull it up. He's available Thursday afternoons, like for half a day every week. And so you can call him and you can talk to him about all the whatever it is you have to do to go through to get the house set up. And basically he wants one set of plans, and then you need 3 sets of plans to take to the county, hand it to the county to get your approvals there and pay the fees. So one of the fees that the neighborhood wants you to pay is the connection fees for water and sewer. So when you hook into the water lines, they charge you $11,697. And then when you hook into the sewer lines, they charge you $12,014 to hook into the sewer line. And they want you to pay that to the neighborhood. And it's not required to get the building permits, but these guys are advising you do that to lock them up, get your water connection locked up. And you take your district approved and stamped plans to the county, and then the county, hand them into the county, and they give you the permits. So that's basically the idea of it. And they got phone numbers on this article and stuff. And I got this article just by Googling Brook Trails Vacation Village. And it's just really laid out for this neighborhood compared to so many other neighborhoods I've bought and sold land in. This one tells you exactly how to do it in multiple different aspects. You're not scratching your head and trying to figure it out. It's just, they lay it out. This is how you do it. So if you go search a neighborhood, you'll see this negative article from the past, which doesn't apply anymore. And then you see a modern article that talks about the water hookups. And I think that's the price of real estate going down. And so the price of real estate going down because you can't hook up water for years and years and years. And now that they built more infrastructure, they added like 3 foot to one of the dams that they have for water. They got more water allocations from the state, so they can hand out more water allocations. More people can build houses. And I think prices should be going back up, and but they haven't really. And so I think that's the advantage that you can take advantage of right now. You could buy some of these lots, and you could buy a couple of them and sit on them, wait for the prices to come back around and sell them, or go develop them. It'd be even better. Go build a house in the woods and enjoy the scenic nature of this neighborhood. They've got huge amounts of, see if I can describe it somehow, huge amounts of vacant protected land in between lots of these properties all over this area. You see how there's like lots of woods? Like these houses aren't usually right backed up to each other. Maybe especially as you get out into these. I mean, the neighborhood goes and goes and goes. There's trails and trails. There's all kinds of nature out here to go explore and hike and bike and have fun in. So lots of trees, lots of woods, not so many houses. I'm showing you my face instead of the screen. Sorry. This so here's the property and here's the woods, and that's what I was saying is where all the hiking and trails and nature is. Okay, so hit the link below in the description to go back to the listing and click on the GPS coordinates to go take a tour of it. And when you're happy with the property, click on the buy it now to start paying $249 a month for 60 months to own the property. You can start using it from day one. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com.